Kickback, I mean, it's your film noir, it's rock and roll. What was the inspiration for doing it, and how did it end up at Dark Horse?
Well, for a start, it wasn't. It ended up at Dark Horse because it was originally published in France. I sold it to France first of all. It was issued in two 46-page volumes, a classic standard hardback form of French books. I always wanted to work in that format, that European format. And because I like France, I like the European form of selling books, selling strategy. There's a lot of respect in especially France, for what we do. And, they have a great book. So I always wanted to do something for Europe. And, but I sold Kickback to France, first of all, ahead of America, because at the time I wrote it, which is some time ago, crime comics weren't really big anymore. I mean, now there's more of them, but at the time there was just Sin City, and that was about it. I mean, straight words had come and gone. But in France, they always love detective stuff. They always love crime stuff. It's part of their subjects, a wide range of subject matter, French books. And so I thought, well, I'll sell it to France. So I sold it to them, a small company, and so it was originally published there. And then because I owned the rights to it, I only sold it to one country at a time and just publishing rights. Although France didn't have the movie option, it was part of the package. But I sold it on. So the next country I sold it to was Spain. So it was Spain, and then at the same time I was selling it to America. And Dark Horse wanted to publish it in America, so that's how it ended up with Dark Horse.
When you started off at the French publisher, do you speak French or do you have to translate?
No, the original script was in English, I wrote it in English, and the editor actually translated it for me. I've been trying to learn French for years and struggling with it. I like France, I've been there a lot. They know me well in France, they know my work in France, because Vendetta was very successful in France, it's in a lot of other countries. And so it was very easy for me to accept my work. But my French is not good enough, so it was translated.
I mean, you said, for example, that in France there's still not. It's strange that when there is an increasingly mainstream market for graphic novels outside of the superhero industry, that there are more crime comics since they've been popular back in the 1950s and early 1970s. Do you think it's a generational thing?
I can't honestly say I know the reason why crime comics are coming back. I guess maybe it's the creators. It's a creator-driven thing. I mean, Brian Benner's apart from doing the superhero stuff, he started off doing crime stuff. And I think, creators get frustrated always having to do the superhero stuff. And maybe for some reason a series of creators decided that maybe it's we can break out a superhero novel. I mean, this is the big problem in American comics. It's all superhero driven, which is frustrating because you say in the 50s there was a crime comic. In the 50s there was a whole range of stuff. And then there was a big problem with comics getting a bad name, and then they introduced the comics code. And the superhero was such a harmless form of entertainment, and that became the predominant character, the predominant subject. Unfortunately, it still wins, and I regret that, because I think that, this constant superhero subject matter is a distorted market. Creators actually really want to do more things. But on the other hand, I think the resurgence of crime comics may also be attributed to the success of Sin City as a movement. Yeah, that's right. Well, but I wish there was a lot more different subjects around in comics. But unfortunately, that's another subject. big subject. How that's going to change.
Well, and even your work with superheroes have been more of the vigilante type, and even sort of crossing over into the crime genre. I'm thinking of the work that we did with Aaron on both Library and Vendetta. They use superhero tropes, but there is much crime as there are superhero.
Yeah, I don't actually class the character in Vendetta or the character before Night Rain, which was kind of a precursor to as superheroes at all, actually. I mean, in one sense, the character is has more power than the ordinary human being. You can't say that he has superpowers. I have done some superhero characters in my career, but I stopped doing them intentionally because I didn't want to contribute to that whole field that is, as I say, distorting the industry. And I'm not interested in stuff like that. I did some covers for a Marvel called Madrox, which was kind of an interesting take on superheroes because its character Madrox was used as sort of like a private detective type character, and written by Peter David, and very well drawn by Cameron. But the standard guy in the cape and tights is something that